All right, Dave, let's get into it. So I know the thing that you've been itching to talk to me about. We've talked about this multiple times already in the podcast, but Colorado has really, really let me down here. My picks are not looking so good, and I got to say I'm wrong. I can't really
I
defend
told
it.
you so.
You told me so. You told me so. I was on the hype train. I think, too much. I thought that offense was going to be able to score enough.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah,
not anticipate that defense being as bad as it is.
yeah.
Um, and it's understandable though. That's a really tough turnaround job in 1 year with the competition that they realistically are playing. I mean, I don't think anybody at the same time thought that the Pac-12 was going to be as strong as it was this year.
I think that's weird, but I think the weirder factor here is that you're actually having a poor defensive showing from a team coached by a Hall of Fame defender.
That is, yeah, I mean that is an inch. I mean, for how bad they are, I mean they've given up 42 points to TCU. They had a better showing versus Nebraska, only 14, 35 to Colorado State, 42 points against Oregon. They gave up 48 against USC, 27 against Arizona State, or sorry, 24 against them, 43, no, 46 against Stanford, 28 against UCLA, 26 Oregon State, 34 against Arizona. That kind of surprised me. Arizona scoring 34 on them. I mean, they have not held anybody under 20 since Nebraska.
Right,
They
right.
couldn't stop. They couldn't stop a Buffalo at this point. I mean, they could. They haven't been able to stop anything.
They can't. Their defense can't cover a cough.
It, it's atrocious. Now, I bet you though. I am going to have faith that I think next year the jump from 4 wins to I think they double next year. I think they get to 8 wins next year with the
Well,
recruits
there's
they're
a
probably putting in
saying.
right now.
There's a
So
saying, right?
let's hear the saying of yours, Dave. Let's hear it.
You ready? You ready? You
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready.
Okay, okay. Lose big, lose small, win small, win big. Okay?
Uh
It's
huh.
just a progression of getting from, wow, we're really bad to, all right, we're figuring it out, and
Mm-hmm.
now we're killing people, right? I think that they're still in the we're bad, right? Um, but the season started off great. I mean, hey, it did. Three wins in a row. I think it started off great, and uh, you had some belief, right? Um, but it's like I said. I mean, eventually, that's gonna die down, and the season's gonna catch up to you.
I mean, you called it. You were right. We have our first essentially big, I have to admit, defeat in this pick. You know, I was wrong. Yeah, and I said something where I just realized Colorado. This is the last year of the Pac-12, isn't it?
Yes,
Colorado's joining Big 12 or Big 10 next year.
I don't know, but that's
Yeah,
another
and I get
conference that
mixed.
has
I,
bad
I always
bad
get mixed up
defenses.
on that. But well, no, what I was going to say is I think, what I just said is I thought they were going to jump to 8 wins next year. And realistically, I think with the conference change, maybe next year they make the
It,
progression to bowl eligible. I think they would get to 6 wins next year. If they,
I
however,
think that
I mean, depending on
I
who
think
they
there's
lose,
potential for that, but it
I
depends
think
on
they,
who
I
you
think
who
they
you
can get to
land.
6 wins. I mean, because if we're being realistic, I mean, they've never been blown. I wouldn't say blown out in any games. I mean, they lost by 3 points to Arizona. You could roughly say they lost by a touchdown to Oregon State. They
Okay,
lost by 3 to Stanford, which you and I both know that they should have won that game, right?
sure.
So you have 2 or 3 games that easily could have been turned around. Now I know they had the early win versus TCU that nobody expected, and
Right.
probably even the Nebraska win. Especially with how they kind of dominated that game. But when you're looking at the score, I mean, the only one they got blown out in was Oregon. They played USC close, lost by 7 points. Obviously, that was gone. well before that, right? But
Right.
they kept it close, and they blew the Stanford game, lost by 3. UCLA, they lost to UCLA 28-16. Was at 10 points, so 2 possessions. That's really not that bad. And then, like I
Right.
said, the Oregon State game, they lost by a touchdown. So
Yeah.
you know, I think I I really do think that they could end next year bowl eligible with 6 wins compared to this year. I think they could still pull out the Washington State win. Okay, because they have 2 games remaining, so they got Washington
Okay.
State and Utah. I think
Yeah.
they lose to Utah. I think that they can beat Washington State, but I wouldn't call it with how they're going. I think they end the season with 6 straight losses, but I would not be surprised if they did beat Washington State.
But you're saying though, it's fair to say, if they lose this weekend, they definitely lose the next game.
For sure. For sure. If they lose to Washington State, they're
Just pack it in.
absolutely losing to Utah. Now, there's that slim hope because there's 2 games remaining. There's that slim hope that if they beat the Washington State, can they give Utah a run for their money in the last game to try to be bowl eligible? So it's not that there's not a chance, but man, is it looking slim to none.
It's looking
It's
rough.
looking slim. It's looking rough right now. It's looking rough. So I don't know that they can really do that.
They
I've
listen. They got
lost
to do their best. Craft
I,
fight
I've
Hunger Bowl.
I've lost faith in it. I've lost faith in it. But you know that's where Colorado I think has been at their best when nobody was really kind of expecting anything from them. We'll see. But I just I don't see it now. I don't see it now, and I'm really bummed with that, man, because they are I think still must see TV in an interesting way. Like if I
No.
notice that yes, if I notice that Colorado was on, I'm going to change the channel or I'm going to take a look at it to see what the score is. And I may watch for a little. Now, I'm not saying that Colorado is like, okay, maybe must see TV is a bit strong because must see TV is you're going to change to that channel and I think you're going to watch it the whole time or continuously.
But they were at the beginning of the season for sure.
And they were. But I think what's happened is now what what's changed with them is, oh, Colorado's on, let me check the score. And I think that that's a really good progression, at least, even if they don't make a bowl game this year. I think what he's done has been tremendous. And it may not now be one of the best or the best turnaround jobs that we've ever seen, but I would say that it's a heck of a job for one season. You
I
know,
think that I think that it's good, but I think you can tell the hype is leaving because now random stories are coming out about them. You know, like
it's,
there was a
I haven't
story
heard
this
any of them.
past
What's the
week.
random ones?
Yeah, there was one. There was one this past week where apparently he said that when there's fights during practice, he doesn't break them up. Like he lets
Oh,
them fight.
I heard that rumor. Did you also hear the part where apparently he keeps track of the winners? You didn't hear that
D-
part?
Dion, come on, man. The first
Dude,
rule of
how did
Fight
you not hear
Club: there
that
is
part?
no Fight Club. Like,
Oh
what
my
are you
god.
doing?
I heard that and I said, if that the audacity, if that's true. I
The
mean that is
audacity.
the you know what the thing is though is you could see it. You could see like in his office a board or something on there, and he's like winners and losers, and he has like tally marks next to
next
coach.
to
What's
next
that
to a
about?
sheet, next
That's
to
for
a
the
little
coaching
whiteboard that
staff.
says days without incident, 0.
Zero. No, dude, they don't have that in the office, Dave. They have that on the field. And the Dave. Yeah. Oh god,
Tail of the tape.
I can see that, dude. The players looking at that like it's been how long without an incident? Nah, this ain't. I'm not
Nah,
messing with
nah,
this.
nah, nah,
Nah, nah,
nah.
nah. We gotta
Turn
do
turn
some.
my music
We
on.
gotta do something about this.
Oh my lord.
That. Oh god, that's too funny. Let me hear another random story though, because that's probably the
No,
best.
that's the biggest one I heard. Um,
Okay.
but there's just been little things. here and there. During one of their games, I don't remember what game it was. It was about 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, the referee actually had to stop the game and address the public service announcer because apparently these dudes are over here like playing music and shit while the opposing team is on offense. Like this guy's in the huddle trying to explain something, and this guy's over here playing the latest 3-6 Mafia hit. You know
On
what
the
I mean?
sidelines?
That was no over the loudspeakers.
Oh, okay.
Like it's usually like there's like like during these
Wait,
times
wait.
usually
Are you talking about
the
at Colorado?
band
Like
is playing.
right, but are you saying like at Colorado's game? Like at,
Yes.
not at.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
at
He actually
Colorado's,
had to say,
stop playing
um,
music.
stop playing music while they're on offense. If you do it again, you're gonna Colorado's gonna be assessed a penalty. Yeah.
Really, you don't think that that's like, that's not Deion?
No, I don't think it is. I just think as a whole, Colorado's football program has become just a whole comic strip.
No, you can't say a whole comic strip. I mean,
Absolutely. You
we.
know what? I have all the respect in the world for Deion Sanders. Okay,
How is
I
it a
loved
comic
watching him
strip though?
play. I'll
We
tell you why. You
we
got
just said two
fights at
incidents and that's
practice.
it.
No, 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 no. Look. You got fights at practice. Okay,
Supposedly,
You-
rumors, Dave, rumors.
he said it. He said it. Okay, it's hard to be a rumor when you said it.
But listen,
Okay.
he may have said it, but we don't know exactly what he
If
meant.
he comes out if he
You
comes out
gotta
in an
read
interview
between
and
the
says, "Who are you
lines a
gonna
little
believe?"
bit.
They're gonna be like, "You said it."
Oh, Dave, read between the lines a little bit. Fights. What does that really mean? Scuffles. You know,
You know what? The fact of the matter is, I don't know what's going on with it. You have that. You have his son over here showing his watch to everybody. You know what I mean?
it's an expensive watch.
Oh, when they were at Oregon, he made it a point to not all the not all the players, but a lot of the players made it a point to walk all over Oregon's symbol on the middle of the field.
Yeah, we talked
You know
about
what I
that.
mean? Like it's just been a whole thing. It's just been a whole thing. Like you're used to seeing like Matthew McConaughey goes to all the Texas games, right?
Mhm.
You see a lot of athletes. You see a lot of celebrities go to USC games because it's in LA, right?
Mhm.
Now you have they were doing like roll calls for what celebrities were going to be in. Who wants to be in Colorado?
I guess
If
the
you're not,
celebrities.
no, they literally were just going to see these games. You're not going to Colorado when there's no snow on the ground for what?
To go to the games. But think about that, Dave. Hold up. I'm gonna reverse this on you and think about how
Sure.
much more impressive that actually is compared to a USC pulling in celebrities because they're already in California. They're
Yeah,
flying
but
out to
that
be
was
on
hype.
Colorado sidelines and watch the games. I think that in itself actually is a positive, not a negative, and I think that shows the reach that Dion has done in just 1 year.
I mean, listen, I get that. It's just funny to see his whole entourage showing up. Everybody's got Prime hoodies, Prime medallions,
I can't
the
believe you figuring out the
sunglasses,
sunglasses.
the Macho Man Randy Savage sunglasses.
Oh,
You know
one
what
of
I
my
mean?
favorite. Hold up, I remember one of my favorite rumors I heard that he
Good.
trademarked like 5 other phrases this season
Play
that
my
had to do with
music. Yeah,
that had to do
yeah. I'm
with
sorry I
his
said that. I'm
catchphrases.
sorry I said that. I'm sorry I said
Yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah.
don't sue me.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's what, dude. This the definition of must see TV, man. Honestly, the more we're talking about it, it's like you
Oh my
want to
God.
tune in. You're like, what am I going to see now? What am
No,
I
it's
going to
like
see next?
this is the football version of LeVar Ball. Okay.
Oh, that's too far. Come
No,
on,
it's not. Look,
that's
this
too
dude,
far.
this dude was saying craziness. Okay,
What
he was
craziness? What was
going.
he saying? What was he saying? What was he saying? Give me specifics.
I can beat Michael Jordan 101.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dion. My bad. My bad.
Oh no, no, no.
Well, yeah. I was like, what? Dion didn't say that.
But no, but look, LeVar Ball and here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, the hype right? With anything that has hype, you have the other side. It's like a really polarizing thing, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so, are you ready? Are you ready? This happened with Tom Brady and the Patriots. You know,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
to get that in
Patriots
there.
reference. That took you 15 minutes.
Well, no, because look, right? You had people that are fans, and then you had people that looked to see if the Patriots lost. You know,
Hmm.
and with LeVar, I felt bad for Lonzo Ball because you know what? I'm sure he's a great player. He's all right. You know, I'm not saying he's a superstar, but you know, he's in the NBA. He's got skills.
Hmm.
But it got to the point where they were so sick and tired of his dad,
Right.
right? That they just wanted him to fail.
Right.
And people have like a lot of people, they've been so annoyed with just how much this thing has gone on,
Hmm.
you know, that they're like, come on, like enough, because again, you know, the watch, not, I don't care that you have that watch that's that expensive, and then they ended up getting robbed. You know what I mean?
Somebody
Oh,
stole
you
their
didn't know
watch.
that? You didn't? Oh, oh, you didn't see what happened?
Oh, what?
They played UCLA 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
While they were playing,
Somebody
their
broke into
locker
the locker.
room, someone broke in the locker room, stole all kinds of stuff. One dude, there's a video online. This dude is, listen, he's holding it together better than I would. Apparently, he bought one that was like 100 and something thousand that day. He got it, or no, the 100,000 is a lot, but whatever it was a lot of money, and it was stolen.